Live now to Pretoria, University of South Africa students to engage the former President Thabo Mbeki this afternoon. I understand he'll be discussing recent political developments and the state of the economy, so fairly wide-ranging. It's being hosted by the university's Thabo Mbeki African Leadership Institute. We'll be attending that, covering that this afternoon. Let's give you a quick preview. Samkele Maseko, good afternoon to you and welcome. So what's the engagement at Unisa all about today? What's on the agenda?
Well, Jeremy, it's everything on the agenda. It's a no-holds-barred conversation with former President Thabo Mbeki. There is no topic for this particular engagement, unlike the first one they had last semester, which was looking into the 4-CAC agreement between China and Africa. And former President Thabo Mbeki this time around has opted to have a no-holds-barred engagement with students of Timali and with various students of Unisa and society at large here at Unisa at the Senate Hall. So all questions and every question under the sun can be asked to former President Thabo Mbeki, ranging from the ailing South African economy to the issues of current President Cyril Ramaphosa with the public projector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, to issues of the Istira dairy farm, which have also been ruled upon that cost order being slapped upon to the public protector earlier on this morning. They can also ask former President Thabo Mbeki on issues plaguing the African National Congress, the Democratic Alliance, and all other political formations, particularly with the party political funding bill being debated in South Africa at this point in time.
Live pictures, I think we're seeing of the former president coming into the hall, signing copies of his book. But Samkele, it's mostly his views on the economy that we're interested, particularly at a time when there are now warnings of a global recession that is going to have an obvious impact on South Africa, which already itself is battling all sorts of issues from growth to corruption.
Indeed, Jeremy, at this point in time, the former President Thabo Mbeki hasn't yet arrived here at Unisa. Those are old clips of him that are running as we were speaking currently, where he was signing copies of his book. But the former president, particularly if you go back to his presidency in South Africa, the South African economy was on an upward growth trajectory. It was, many people which they perceived was an economic presidency where the economy was firing on all cylinders and performing very well. There was a growth in the African GDP. So the former President Thabo Mbeki will definitely speak on the issues currently plaguing the South African economy. South Africa going to the IMF for a bailout, which President Cyril Ramaphosa and Cabinet has ruled out at this point in time.
All right, Samkele Maseko in Pretoria. We'll carry bits of that discussion live and a full and comprehensive report a little later on.